Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of New on Steam. Today we're playing Remnant 2. So I've never played Remnant 1. All I know that this game is a Souls-like and it's a over-the-shoulder shooter. So let's go ahead and hop in and create a new character. I played with the customization a little bit, so I kind of already know what I wanted. So we're going to create a male.
Not bad at all.
Choose this face, skin tone. Let's go with gray. Short hair, black hair, full beard. No scars, no markings. Okay. Simple enough. Now, let's see. The Survivor, Veteran, and Nightmare. Solid point for most players. Or Veteran, a more demanding experience with the tougher and deadlier enemies. A great choice for players that enjoy a challenge. And Ruthless difficulty. Designed for fully geared players with strong builds and desire for unforgiving experience. Not recommended for a starting point. Since this is, I'm not really that good at Souls-likes, although I do enjoy them, we're going to go ahead and just do Survivor for right now. We can always up the difficulty, I think. Do you wish to create a character? Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop right in and see what this game is all about. X to toggle weapons. Is that really a tip? Seems like it's just a normal mechanic. Okay, it's been a while since I played a AAA game. Okay, so we got an intro cutscene. Let's go ahead and watch this. Remnant 2. Really giving me Last of Us type of
She
vibes.
says, if I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Ooh, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I've got this. Shit. You okay?
That's bad news.
That's 3.
What? Oh, please.
3 times I saved your life. The sinkhole, your foot. What? You'd be dead if my mom hadn't taught me to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now. Ugh. Ah.
Hey, let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on, roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Let me see. It's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go. The kid said the ward was this way.
This session will be joinable after completing the tutorial. Okay, so this is a multiplayer game. It's been a while since I played a game with
Ever hear
voice
about the
acting.
North Pole?
That old fairy tale?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here.
Okay, so this guy's walking pretty slow.
You think people actually live like this?
Not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to move on. We're going to stare at this advertisement all day. Okay, let's go ahead and look around. See what we got behind this. Or unless we have to talk. Okay, we're just moving on. So it looks like we picked up the pace a little bit, so we can actually start running, which is nice. This is nice, good speed. Looks like I'll have to go through that window up there. But let's check if the door is locked. Yep.
Locked. Great. We can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go.
Okay.
There's gotta be another way through.
Got parkour mechanics. Very nice. Let's go ahead and head on this way. Space while moving to the near a ledge to jump. Okay. And we can just fall on down. And okay. Excellent. Go ahead and open the door. Let her in.
It's about time. What took you?
I can never tell when the dialogue is about to start or not. Okay. So this place is pretty decrepit. We got something over here. Bloodroot.
Can't let it go to waste. Use it on that bum. What happened to these poor bastards?
Okay, so yeah, they're dead as hell. I wonder what Bloodroot does. So let's hit 2.
Come on. Let's get some distance between us.
And that heals us. Okay, good to know. So it's a slow heal, but a heal nonetheless.
Hey, over here.
It's gonna help her with the door or stair. There we go. Come on, you got it. There we go. Thing's rusted all hell. Okay, what do we got here? Looks like a driving facility. Shift toggle sprint. Very nice. We got sprint in here too. That's going to come in very handy. And this room, dodging. Okay, we got a stamina meter. Dodging and sprinting depletes your stamina. I don't see where stamina is. Oh, we got a mini map on the top right also.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say.
Okay, so I wonder how far in the future we are. I never played part 1, so I'm a little lost for context right now. So I hope I didn't have to play that game to understand this one. Hope it's not a direct sequel. Oh, we got enemies.
Dead one! Shoot the damn thing!
How do I pull out my gun? Oh,
Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way.
so melee without
I'm glad that's over.
attacking without aiming is melee. And you have to aim to shoot your gun. Okay, good to know. Let's go ahead and check what's over here. Maybe there's more Bloodroot. No, okay, it's just an empty area. So I'm sure this game is a lot about exploration and stuff, so I enjoy good exploration games. Hopefully casual is not too difficult. We'll definitely have to get used to the game's mechanics. So far, the controls seem simple enough. Okay, so we're gonna walk into this weird, creepy building. I wonder what this rotting stuff is. Obviously, it's probably the case of why the world is in the state it is right now, or related to it. It glows though, so that's very nice.
I'm starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, she definitely needs a doctor. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop down here and see what's down here. They definitely nailed the atmosphere in this game. Oh, this is a fight room if I've ever seen one. Enemies gonna start pouring out.
After all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the ward's real. How would a nest like this out here? You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out.
Okay, here we go. So one hit on the enemy. Good. I gotta get used to moving and shooting and dodging and aiming. I'm not the best at shooters. Taking a crap ton of damage.
Come on.
So we got reload that's really slow. Oh, she's getting messed up. Oh.
No!
They get me? Yep, they got me. They got me good. Don't worry, my guy's a champ. He can take it. Okay, so they seem kind of technological also, as well as biological.
Not today, asshole!
So are they aliens or is this infestation?
Hey, this is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
Are we gonna do a last stand here? Damn. Get frozen in time.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo.
Okay, so there are supernatural powers in this game too.
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're back in the action, baby.
That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Yeah, I don't mind if I do. I think we're better off with them than on our own. Got our butts handed to us. So we got long gun ammo. Let's go ahead and reload our weapon. Even though it's a pretty slow reload, so we got to use it tactfully.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. But the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Okay, not too shabby. We're a party of 4 now. We're officially a fellowship. Better safety in numbers.
All right, let's do this.
Ooh, it's been a while since I played FPS. Or any game I had to aim. Luckily, these things only take 1 shot thus far. I'm sure the enemies get a lot tougher the more you play. Okay. Let's go and pop some aliens. Or whatever they are. Man, they're really coming out one at a time. So it looks like we can have a max ammo of 60, 10 chambered, and 50 in reserve. Looks like our teammates doing pretty much jack and damage too. So it takes a second to fire while you're reloading. I wonder, so I always move. I never stand still, so I wonder if that's going to affect my aiming at all. Seems pretty pinpoint accurate thus far. Okay, so bullets hand you around 10 to 12 bullets per pickup. And we got gold of some sort. Scrap. Okay, so scrap has to be our currency then. And there's auto pickup, which is very nice. Very nice touch. I hate having to manually pick up everything in a video game. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head down this creepy hallway. Luckily, we don't have to do it alone. Okay, so we're going to help again. Is every door jammed in this place? That sounds big.
Something's here. The dead would know they've lost, but they won't lay down without a fight.
Okay, so they're called Deadwood. Ooh, that thing's hideous. Ow! Okay, so this thing has some HP to it. Let's go ahead and switch back to our rifle. So this is called a root mantis. Okay, so my health bar has a white meter on it. I don't know what that does. Ooh, okay, it does range attacks too. Luckily there's 4 of us, but it doesn't look like they're doing jack for damage. Okay, so if we hit it in the face, it does crit. Oh, that thing has some range to it. What's the white do? Okay, there's friendly fire in this game. We got this. We can one-shot this. Luckily our allies have a crap ton of HP, or they'd be dead right now. And they're taking some of the focus. Okay, new material, root ganglia. So we defeated our first boss.
Okay.
Not bad shooting, traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food and water and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Cass, ooh, that looks like root rot. But I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone.
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. The doctor there's her only chance. We'd better get moving, or we lose the light.
So far, the game looks pretty good. I've been playing a lot of indie games recently, so it's kind of a nice change of pace to play a AAA game with some high intense graphics. Doesn't really define a game, but it's just nice to have a different art direction for a little bit. So it looks like we're headed to the ward. We also got a trait point, so we'll have to see what traits do. See what our builds are. That gate seems way too flimsy for what creatures lie out there.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo!
He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
Always trying to get everyone some water.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there?
We were looking for you, actually, for this ward. How do you select it? Okay, mouse.
For the ward? Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, we've been cut off from the world for so long that, well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and reload our gun first, just in case. So the mini-map shows all the people that we can talk to. Is their objective? You have one trade point available, so let's hit tab. And we got gear right here, so there's not much of a tutorial, so we gotta figure this stuff on our own. We have vigor, endurance, mod power generation, and reduce skill cooldowns. I'm a huge believer that HP is the build and way to go for everything. So for every game. So we're going to go ahead and put our first trait point into vigor. Commit? Yes. Okay, let's check out our inventory. We got root ganglia. It's crafting material. We got the map. And we got options. Okay, good to go. So 3 HP is probably not much, but it'll definitely add up. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him.
Traveler, how's everything?
What's going on with Clementine? Her powers, I mean.
Incredible, isn't she? Yeah, no one really understands how she does it, not even her. But the feel in the air after she blasts them like that, it's electric. Like the sun after a storm. She's something special, Traveler. And no small part of how we're as safe as we are.
Is there something going on between you and Clementine?
Between me and... Oh, I don't...
You care about her?
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone cares about Clementine, right? I'm just... I mean, I don't have you ever met anyone like her, Traveler? Because I haven't. Like, I haven't always been the bravest guy around, you know, but the way she fights for folks, no matter what it takes out of her, it makes me want to do better. I kind of want to make her proud, you know? I guess you could say she's my inspiration, maybe? Oh, but don't tell her I said that, though.
I really appreciate you saving us out there.
Hey, I'm just glad we got to you, you know, when we did. You stirred up quite a deadwood nest. Haven't seen that many in one place for a long time.
How did you know where to find us?
Oh, that was Wally. He gave us a heads up someone was coming. Then Clementine was the one that found you. They got a kind of a root sense, I guess. And we figured where there were root gatherings, someone was likely to be in trouble. And there you were.
Root scent, is that what I saw Clementine do?
No, that was something else. Clementine, she's amazing, but she carries a lot on her own. I don't know what all she sees, but we worry about her is all.
Are you the leader here?
I guess. I used to guard the old ward some 20 years ago. I helped out here and there, you know, but before Commander Ford passed, she and the founder, they kinda put me in charge. Now, maybe no one else wanted the job, I don't know, but The Ward's the only family I've ever known. I'll do whatever it takes to keep these folks safe.
You seem pretty young. How were you a guard 20 years ago?
Oh, thanks. I don't know, I guess I just take care of myself, eat right, get to sleep early, all that. Yeah, Commander Ford always said a leader can't care for anyone if they don't care for themselves. I'm just trying to live right. I reckon she learned it from the Founder. He's been around for ages. Though he ain't much for leading himself.
Commander Ford is the Founder's daughter, wife.
Granddaughter, actually. Yeah, the Founder wasn't around as much back in the day, but Commander Ellen was like a mother to me. To all of us from the old ward. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, that she's gone before he is. Yeah, but when our last hope fails, another must take its place. She used to say that, too.
How long has the Founder been around exactly?
I couldn't say. Commander used to talk about him like he was dead and gone before I was born. You'd have to ask him yourself, I guess, but he ain't like the rest of us. He's seen a lot.
I was wondering about something else. Can you tell me a little bit about the Ward?
I usually leave storytelling to Reggie. Or if you want some really wild tales, try Mudtooth. Now there's an old-timer who can twist a yarn.
I'll talk to you later.
Make yourself at home, traveler. We're all family here. Good luck.
Okay, so for this playthrough, I'm going to pretty much be talking to everyone and searching every nook and cranny, taking my time really with this game. So if that's not the playstyle that if you're looking for more just run and gun type of action, and not really delve into the lore of the game, then this is probably not the series. But if you are, then thank you for joining me and hope we have a good journey together. So let's go ahead and just kind of look around.
I'd like a little more adventure.
Let's go ahead and go ahead and talk to everyone.
Oh, yeah? Well, we could sneak off and do some exploring in the old
Okay,
ward.
can't talk to them.
Just you and me?
So we've got the medical tent over here. Looks like she's out. And let's go ahead and look at the journal over here. I spent so much time flipping through the old medical journals that Gramper and I scrounged up. I reckon I might as well start one of my own. Maybe in the future someone will dig this thing up and have an idea what life was like here in Ward 13. It's a nice thought anyhow. Okay, let's go ahead and exit that. And we got the doctor here.
Hey, you're the newcomer, ain't you? Nora Camarillo. I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time.
How's Cass doing?
She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you.
Oh, we're not like that.
Like what? Listen, I don't care what you two are. I'm just saying, don't lose it, whatever it is. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know.
You have stuff to
Sure
sell?
thing.
Let me see. Okay, merchants buy and sell items for scrap. Merchants in Ward 13 sell a variety of items, including weapons, armor, consumables, and even stew. Other merchants can be found within the game world selling a number of unique items. Okay. So we got bandages right here that stops bleeding and restores all gray health. Okay, so that's what the gray health does. Regenerates 1.5 HP per second. Extinguishes burning effect, increases fire resistance by 15. Removes corroded effect and increases acid resistance by 15. Removes overload effect and increases shock resistance by 15. And medical pin, perhaps once shiny, now bears the marks of time and wear. It features a symbol commonly associated with healers and medics, serving as a reminder of the wearer's dedication to saving lives. So this is worth a lot of scrap, so I don't know what this is for. Maybe it's a quest item for the future. We'll keep that in mind. So we got a good idea
You need fixing.
what healings items do in this game. So let's go ahead and continue. And let's go ahead and
Looking
talk
for
to this person.
Ford? He's over in the warehouse. I'm sure he's got something going on. Always does.
Okay, so our objective is marked over here with the gray square. Let's go ahead and talk to just some people over here. Okay, that's a gnarly looking mask. It looks like people with circles under them are
So many new
talkable.
faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone, but my friends call me Reggie. You can too. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Oh, you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the first to come through here needing help.
Do you have anything to trade?
Getting right to business. I respect that. You might find some of these useful.
Okay, so there's gear in this game, so we have you can fully equip items onto yourself. So we just can't afford anything right now. How many scrap I have? I have 80 scrap.
Don't be a
It's barely
stranger.
enough for nothing. Oh, I wanted to go back to the doctor really quickly and see the dialogue that she had.
Feeling all right? Let me know if you're not.
I have some questions.
Well, all right.
You seem pretty young for a doctor.
What are you trying to say, sunshine?
Nothing. I'm impressed.
Well, no need for that. You know how a doctor gets good at her craft?
Practice?
That's it. Same way you get good at anything. You learn a thing by doing it over and over again. For me, that means people who need my help. The more people there are suffering, the better I get at healing them. And sunshine, I'm the best damn doctor for miles.
How'd you get started in medicine?
My grandfather. He'd been treating folk his whole life, nearly as long as the root's been around. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. Dressing wounds, making meds, cutting at the table, you name it.
You were operating on people at the age of 5?
Simple stuff at first, but yeah. You're old enough to hold the knife, then you're old enough to use it, he said. But how I helped him most was digging through the old hospitals. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot to find. All of it useful to someone as clever as Grandpa.
What did you find in the ancient hospitals?
Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's? Or put a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore? To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we had that kind of know-how.
So it seems like the apocalypse has been going on for quite a while. So very interesting. So we're definitely way post-apocalyptic right now. I'm surprised there's anything left of those in those ruins.
There's plenty if you know what to look for. Most of the basic meds are long gone, but there's still plenty of specialized tools and ingredients there. Stuff no one knows what to do with but me and my grandfather. What they don't got, what I never found once, is a cure for root rot. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. Grandpa had to invent a treatment on his own.
Did you say your grandfather invented the cure for root rot?
A treatment, not a cure. He probably wasn't the only one. I'm sure others came to the same solutions independently. But after Grandpa figured it out, he traveled as far as he could and taught it to everyone he met. I don't know where he started, but I reckon every treatment within 100 miles of here is derived directly from his work. You can thank him that your friend is still alive.
How long have you been here?
Came here maybe 10 years back. My ma had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside by himself. It turned out good. The city's full of scrounge, and Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks for free. I do the same. He even attended the old commander when she passed. Couldn't do much for her except ease her going, but folks around here thanked him for it. Made us part of the ward and all.
Okay, I don't have any more questions.
All right.
Thanks, I better go.
I'll be here if you need fixing.
Okay, let's go ahead and head to these wise men over here. One of them snoring pretty loudly.
Good to see you, friend.
Doesn't look like there's any dialogue. I should get moving. Thanks, Reggie.
Well, all right then. Take care, traveler.
Let's see what this guy is. Excuse me, hello?
Well, hey, get away from my stew! Oh, it's you.
Sorry to wake you.
Oh, nonsense. I'm sure you had a reason. Mi casa et tu, Brute. And all that. So, what can old Mudtooth do for you, huh?
Can I ask you some questions?
Oh, careful now. My answers are known to lead to more questions.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder cheats. Anyway, he hardly tells any of his stories. Only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So, youngin', what'll it be?
You said there were 3 reasons people came to see you. What's the third?
That's so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet?
Yeah, and that stew.
That one too, eh? Well, that's it, ain't it? My stories and my stew. Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only 2, and that's certain.
Pretty sure.
Huh. Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know both of them. I'm pretty sure your memory's slipping.
Yeah, this guy's batshit. What can you tell me about this town?
Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac. You might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a what you calls it, a hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back. It could. Anywho, I was living by myself when my boy Bravis showed up saying we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been living no more. He told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to, being around folks again.
What's the story with Barbarous?
Well, Bravis, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range, if you're looking to find him. Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gab, eh?
Can you tell me a story?
You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe. Now, where to start? Back when the earth fell, a dragon, a real root dragon, took up residence over there, just like in old fairy tales. It started in them wards, see? Your eyes only hush-hush military conspiracizing farms and whatnot. That's where they made all their weapons and did them experiments. And just like those tales, it took a what now? It took a night to slay this dragon. Oh ho ho, but the dragon was crafty, all right. He knew the knight needed help, so the dragon gave it to him. Yep, the dragon took the form of a talking tree and told the knight if they wanted to slay that dragon, they'd have to slay all these other beasts first. A cyclops, a living statue, what do you call them? Golem. Well, the knight slayed them all. But the thing was, these beasts weren't protecting the dragon. They were holding him back. So when the dragon finally did reveal itself, it was too strong for the knight. And it took him, body and mind, and made their strength its own.
Huh, okay, that was a little bit more interesting than I anticipated. Thought he was going to talk about the old days. Okay, no more questions.
Sure
Where I'm
let
not going
me
to be
know
all day asking for stories. Okay, let's go ahead.
So
Oh,
long
he has
as you
wares.
head back then, huh?
Let's go ahead and check out his
What can I
wares
do
real
for
quickly.
you, friend?
Like to see your
Why,
wares.
Sure, but it ain't ready just yet. The lunch rush today was something fierce, I tell you. But I'll have some for you quicker than you can say crazy eight. Well, maybe not that quick. I done already said it, didn't I? Just come back in a while. I'll be sure to save you a bowl.
Okay, so this guy
Come
sells
round
stew,
again
apparently.
sometime here.
So, let's go ahead and check up the path up here this time. Looks like we can head up there, get a bird's eye view. Oh, okay, there's a person up there too. So let's go ahead and hop up here, climb these steps, and see Who's up here? Well, it must be his son.
I see you, traveler.
I see you too, buddy.
You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it.
Are you talking about my friend Cass?
You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you want it to.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so we get classes that we can choose right here. So we got Hunter, Challenger, Handler, Gunslinger, and Medic. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. The Hunter specializes in ranged damage, precision shots, and marking enemies. Hunters can extend the duration of their active skills by dealing ranged weak spot damage. The Challenger specializes in close range combat and heightened survivability, so this is kind of a tank. Upon taking fatal damage, Challenger brushes off death and returns the battle. That sounds pretty powerful. Handler. The Handler specializes in teamwork in both solo and competitive scenarios. When the Handler is down, their companion will attempt to revive them. And, ooh, he gets a dog too. Okay, this is definitely going to be one of my top picks right here. Companion will follow the Handler and generate 15% increased threat while attacking. All damage to them is reduced by 20%. Single press. Companion engages an enemy near target location. Double tap. Companion returns to the Handler and remains by their side. Hold. Howl reduces damage by 15% to all allies within 20 meters, and the companion generates additional threat. Okay, gotta remember that. Support dog. Companion will follow the Handler and continuously heal allies within 3.5 for 0.25 of max health per second. Single press. Companion engages enemies near... Okay. Hold. Grants 2% max health per second, and increases 25% move speed to all allies. And this is Companion will follow the Handler and deal 20% additional damage. Hold. Howl increases damage by 20% for all allies within 20 meters. Okay, let's go ahead and see what Gunslinger is. The Gunslinger specializes in raw damage, firearm handling, and ammo conservation. Activating a Gunslinger's skill instantly reloads both firearms and grants infinite ammo for the short period of time. That sounds pretty powerful too. A Medic specializes in survivability with enhanced healing and relic effectiveness. The Medic regenerates additional relic charges by healing themselves and allies. Okay, so all these sound pretty awesome, to be honest. But we're going to go ahead and select the Handler. Get the dog.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense now.
It seems like this is the right path.
You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Until next time.
Okay, so we got a load of new gear that we automatically equipped. So it looks like we're a little beefier now. So we got Archetype. Okay. So we got a lot to unlock. So the only skill that we have right now is Companion will follow the Handler and generate 50% of its threat. So our pet is going to be more of a tank right now. And Archetype trait, Kinship. Reduces friendly fire damage and damage dealt and received by 8%. I don't know how useful that is since we don't really do much friendly fire. And we got some more traits here. So we got Expertise, skill cooldown minus 6%. And we got increased mod power regeneration by 0%. I don't know what mod power regeneration is. And we got some stamina, more vigor, and kinship. Oh, kinship is damage reduction. So we're going to alternate between vigor and damage reduction. So these two are going to be very massive. Let's go ahead and go for the HP first. Total trait points, 1. Looks like we can't increase this anymore right now. It seems locked. Okay, let's check out inventory. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to him again.
You, traveler.
I'd like to see what you can craft.
I don't like it when I help you, but it is the role I must play.
NPCs throughout the world and Ward 13 can be used to craft new items, weapon mods, boss weapons, armor. Each crafting recipe has a number of required materials plus scrap, which are required to craft them. Okay. So we got a relic charge, relic upgrade. Increase the number of relic charges by 1. Don't know what that does, but it seems like it requires a lot of materials to get this. And same for this too. Orb of Undoing resets all trait points.
Bye, traveler.
Okay. So it was really worth going around talking to random people. So my armor looks pretty neat. Got the jean jacket on. And got some leather shoulder pads. Let's go ahead and head on down and talk to the next person. So there's Brabus right there. We don't have to talk to them till later. What are you?
Greetings. Forgive me. I am not good with Paxeltech faces.
Who are you, or what are you?
Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxeltech apart without hoof and horn. I am Sa Israk Thadwell. My Paxeltech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make Paxeltech faster, stronger, more powerful. They help it defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair.
Let's see what you can make.
Of course, Paxeltech.
Okay, so we got relics that we can craft. Receive a red relic fragment that matches your character level. I'm not sure what relics do. Intensity aiming increases range damage up to 10% over 3 seconds. So these get bonuses at level 10 also. Decreases stamina recovery delay by 75%. I can't afford any of this stuff, but let's see if any of these seem pretty useful. Reload increases the damage of this weapon's next shot by 10%. Melee attacks grant a shield for 2% of max health. Max 20, so that might be useful. Shields are always good. Increases mod damage. Okay.
Farewell.
Let's go ahead and talk to him a little bit more. I'd like to ask you some questions.
Of course, Paxeltech.
What are you?
Yes, that is always the question. I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used to be.
Is that not how things are now?
Alas, it is not. Long and long have the Immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it were something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time, it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxeltech call the Root. When I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the Doe is lost. The rebellion continues, but my people ache for relief.
How did you get here?
The Paxeltech Ford, the founder. On its last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here.
How do you know Ford?
Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxeltech Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same crystals I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared the imprisonment. Oh, I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. But another Paxeltech, the one they say wanders the worlds, came to free the Ford. and the Ford Free Dwell, and many others.
You know Dwell isn't really a name, right?
Not Paxeltech name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltech tongues.
What does Paxeltech mean exactly?
Paxeltech, foreign to the pan, meaningless, perhaps on Paxeltech world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue.
Tell me about these crystals you sell.
Gems, refined from a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, priests of the Pan, forbid the crystal's use among commoners. But the Gull are craftier than Ahane know. Long and long have the Gull used the crystals for weapons, or even cruder things, like soups. But it takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential.
If they're only found on Yesha, how did you get them here?
Does it hope to steal Dwell's chain of supply? No. Dwell's success does not come from handing out his secrets.
I don't have any more questions.
Ah, yes.
And
yes.
I should get going.
You must return soon.
Man, he's a gnarly looking figure. I wonder what they look like with their masks off. And he's got a strong back. Look at that. That pack has to be like 150 pounds. Holy Christ. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to... So we got 3 people to talk to over here. So let's talk to Brabus first. If it'll let me.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place.
Wait, I thought the world was helping me.
Ha, I'm just pulling ya. Name's Brabus, and I run security around here. Well, seeing as you got the mayor's personal approval, I reckon you his problem now. I also make sure folks hereabouts can protect themselves. Ain't just the root kicking around. A lot of folks still ain't chummy with this whole rebuilding society business. I should know.
You think humans would attack humans after everything the Root did?
Damn straight. A lot of folks only ever learn how to look out for themselves. They don't know any different. I used to be one of them. Up until about 20 years ago, I ran a pack called the Mud Dogs. We took what we wanted and killed anyone who crossed us. It was a dog-eat-dog world back then. We all did what we had to survive. Things might be different now, but a lot of folks can't chew a path out of the old ways. Maybe never will.
Waltz told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
That boy what talks to the Root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific.
He said you'd know what I needed.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge.
Aw,
He's
sweet.
gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Cool, I got some new weapons too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff. Character. Inventory. It looks like I auto-equipped. Yeah, I auto-equipped these new weapons. Pretty neat. People around here are so helpful. Let's go ahead and talk to them again.
Like you need some shooting practice.
Can't see the weapons you have for sale.
Yeah, all right.
So I guess it's going to take me a minute to find weapons that I do like. But we got, we got shotguns, rifles, sniper rifles, pistols, machine guns. Okay, so this is going to be a very interesting game. So we have a wide variety for what we want to do for our build.
Keep your gun loaded and your wits about you, stranger.
Let's go ahead and keep talking to
You
him.
ain't causing trouble, stranger. Won't work for me.
No, I don't want to use
Watch
the firing
yourself,
range.
stranger.
Oh, we can talk to our dog
Clean
too.
yet. What you need, Wanderer?
Nope, I should get going. I guess I can't talk to my dog.
Stranger.
So Q uses our dog's ability. So we're going to talk to Riggs next. So let's head towards the building, and looks like we got plenty of people to talk to here.
This Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 132 years old, in case you forgot. And I am not your child. You don't have authority over me.
On this, I do. This town needs you. You can't go wandering off after something that might not even exist.
Oh, that's rich. What have you been doing the last 100 years then, huh? What the hell are you doing right now?
Well, that's different. I'm trying to fix things.
Things that you broke when you tried to play God.
That was Harsgard. I was just following orders. I didn't...
Oh, and that makes it okay? You know how many people died because you just followed orders?
Okay, it looks like they're just going to be arguing for a little while.
You think I don't remember?
Let's go downstairs and talk to the other people before we talk to the elder. Ooh, the dog just jumped straight down.
Damned hypocrite, Ford.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Riggs.
Leave, it's my fault.
Oh, friend.
You're Wriggler, right?
You didn't break the world. You didn't run after a pipe dream. You didn't abandon your family a dozen times over.
I try to keep folks safe out there.
I've made
My
a lot of
specialty
mistakes.
is
I admit
armor
that.
And weapons upgrades.
But it's because
Speaking of, which,
those
Bo mentioned
mistakes
you might
that I'm
need
telling
some
you
help
not to
getting your
do
feet
the
back
same
under
thing.
you. Well, whatever you need.
Well, forgive
Don't be
me
afraid
if
to
I don't
ask.
want to take
We all
advice
help
from
each
the
other
men
out
who
here.
fucked up the world in the first place.
Even McCabe.
I'm not your dreamer anymore. Maybe I've got my own mission.
Okay, they're still
People
talking
need
up there.
you,
This is a little distracting.
You're too important to just...
Every person out there.
Okay, let's go upstairs
Taking care of
first,
themselves.
and then we'll talk to these people.
isn't about
Because this is way too distracting to have two dialogues going on at once.
Run away from your problems, but you won't let me run toward
Okay.
something. What
Maybe
are
this
you
will
so
shut them up.
goddamned afraid of?
We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Okay, finally, some peace and quiet. And now we can go back downstairs and talk to Riggs.
What can I do for you?
Roberts told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
I don't suppose he was more particular about why.
He said to come see you.
Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
Cool. Some characters can upgrade your items with materials found in the world or by defeating enemies. Upgrading is essential to keeping up with increasing difficulty of difficult enemies in the game. Okay, so this is going to be an extremely important mechanic, and let's see what we have here. So that's my old gun, and this is my new gun. So I guess the circle's what I have equipped, and it costs... We have a decent amount of scraps, so let's go ahead and let's level up this rifle right here for right now. I wonder if I can salvage some of these weapons that I don't need, or sell them. Okay, let's go and talk to him again. Okay, not much to say. Let's talk to Ava.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself?
Actually, Wally sent me. He said you could help me with my journey.
Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey?
It sounds crazy to me. I just got here.
Damn right it sounds crazy. But that's how I know you ain't lying. Only Wally would do that to a person. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what. I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.
Cool. Okay, so what do we got here? Launches a payload that explodes on contact with allies, healing 35% their max health. When no ally is struck, payload lays dormant until ally gets close. Dormant payload lasts 30 seconds, slowly losing healing potency over time. So that's the healing bomb. Fires a focused blast of air through all targets within 8 meters, dealing 155 damage and 4 times impact. Okay. Then what we got here? Fires caltrops grenade that explodes a cover area of 6 meters. Caltrops deal 20 damage per second and applies slow to enemies that walk over them. Or imbues ammunition with fire, increases range damage by 15% for 20 seconds. Shots also apply burning. Okay, mod power requirement 1250. Let's go ahead and do the burning, the hot shot. Oh, we can buy too. Okay, and sell. Let's go ahead and do hot shot. So how do I equip the mod?
That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time. Yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again?
I have a few questions.
Let me save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there. Then a stranger came. We called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop the route. Now, we live in these buildings here. That clear it up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way.
Okay, guess I'll leave then.
Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay?
Thanks, McCabe.
Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. How do we equip mods? Archetype, traits. So this is all the gear that we can equip. Unless the mod is already equipped on the weapon. Okay, so the mod is already equipped on the weapon. Very nice. Is there any one way to use the mod? Not entirely sure. We'll worry about that later. Let me talk to this guy again real quickly. I want to see the shop.
Anything you like.
Okay, so he can only upgrade. And I want to try to see if I can sell my old rifle real quickly. So I'm going to talk to this guy right here.
Hope you ain't causing what you're looking for.
So we can sell. Okay, it doesn't look like I can sell my
Think
base,
you can handle this?
my starter weapon.
Watch yourself, stranger.
So we're going to go back upstairs and talk to the main guy, Ford.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the traveler, of course. Wallace said, yes, right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance.
Holy shit, it's true.
I guess my reputation precedes me.
But how? They say you're hundreds of years old.
I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first.
If you're really the Ford that built this place, how are you still alive?
That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there.
Can I get some?
Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler.
Were you expecting me?
Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number. But I knew someone was coming.
Also, average is someone's always coming eventually, right?
Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me.
How would Wallace know?
Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass.
You can see the future?
Like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes.
What kind of favor are we talking about?
Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest.
I'd like to know more about the people living in here.
Let me see if I can get you up to speed.
Why were you and Clementine fighting?
Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge.
She can't be more than that. What, 19?
Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old.
She doesn't seem like she's over 132 years old.
She was 16 when I first met her, over a lifetime ago. But she hasn't aged a day since. You see, Clementine, she's forever young. Height of hormones, height of feeling, height of hurting. I'm sure you remember yourself. Or if not, that little scrapper you came in with brought it all back to you.
Both seems a little young to be mayor.
Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here.
Is Riggs really as nice as he seems?
Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful.
I have some other questions.
I'm sure I can get you up to speed.
Okay, that's it for now.
Here now, traveler. You look like someone preparing for a journey. I won't lie. That's exactly the kind of scrapper I need. I've got some business to take care of down in the old ward. And I was hoping you'd be up for helping me. Talk to Riggs first. Get some weaponry. Then meet me down by the ward gate. And we'll talk more.
Okay, no problem. Lot of dialogue this episode, so we're going to wrap it up fairly soon. We're going to talk to Riggs first. Which one is Riggs? The arrow's pointing this way. So Riggs got to be upstairs. No, that's Ford. Okay. Where's Riggs at? Believe this is him.
How goes it, friend?
Okay. It looks like I've done everything that I need to. So let's go ahead and follow Ford really quickly. He's sure taking his time. Looks like we did everything out of order, to be honest, since we talked to everyone before we actually talked to Ford. But it looks like the story's still progressing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Root, but you're not gonna eat me today.
Okay, excellent. So you've made it all the way to the end of this episode. I really appreciate it. I know there was a lot of dialogue, but hopefully we get into some more action next episode. So let's go ahead and let Ford kind of settle first. Okay. So if you like this episode, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next episode. Thank you.